Yes, people. Welcome back to Premsy TV. I hope everybody is blessed. It looks like the shit has hit the fan at Arsenal Football Club, people, and we are no longer the front runners to sign Raphinha from Leeds. Chelsea have stepped in with a bid of £55 million, people, rising up to 65 million, and they are now the favourites to sign him. Lisandro Martinez, people, a third bid has gone in of around 40 million euros, still to be decided if it's going to be accepted or not. However, Manchester United are now preparing to also put a bid in and challenge us for Lisandro Martinez, which makes it a sticky situation, people. So potentially from having two signings last week that we were more or less going to tie up, looks like both of them are in well, one of them's definitely done and the other one's in major doubt, people. But just before we get into the video and touch on the topics, we've got quite a bit to talk about. I just want to say, take this second to smash a like on the video, people, hit the subscribe button, and also turn the notifications on by pressing the bell icon. So as soon as a new video comes, you're on it, it's landed, you're never missing out, people. For the man them that are watching and they're not supporting and they're not liking, yeah, life's too short. Don't hate, appreciate, and like the thing up, yeah, people. So let's just get into it. First of all, Arsenal and Raphinha situation. I don't understand how this has just flipped on its head so fast. Because, well, to be fair, I do understand it because Arsenal are that kind of club where we let things linger on and we just don't get shit tied up, or we offer 40 mil and a pound for players. So it doesn't surprise me, but it's just a little bit shocking that there's been links and reports that Arsenal have been speaking to this player prior to this window opening, which tells me he is a priority for them. And if that is the case, why is he not through the door? Why have we not put the money down to get him? Because it's not exactly breaking the bank money. It is paying over the odds, but it's not breaking the bank money. We're going to have to pay over the odds for these kind of players, especially for Premier League proven quality, experience. We're going to have to pay over the odds. We're not in the Champions League like Chelsea, like City, like Liverpool. We're not in the even Tottenham. We're not in the Champions League. We're going to have to pay over the odds. We ain't been an attractive club for the best part of 15 years. Best believe that, people. So if we want players, we've got to pay over the odds. Personally, I don't feel like we've been speaking to him prior to the window, because if it was the case, I don't think that it would have just gone that quick. I feel like Arsenal would have tried to match the offer and it would have just gone on to a longer situation where clearly they're prioritising other targets. I feel like Lisandro Martinez is a massive priority to Arsenal Football Club because he could play a variety of different positions: centre defensive mid, centre back, and left back, which, as we all know, Thomas Partey, I can't see him playing 15 consecutive games. Can you, people? Because I honestly can't. And the covering El Nene, the covering Sambi Lakonga, for me, it's not good enough. The quality isn't good enough, and it's not going to get us over the line. So could he come in and do a job there? Quite possibly. Could he come in and cover for Tierney? Quite possibly. Could he cover for Gabriel? Quite possibly. So he seems like a player that is a priority to this team. Now, if we lose out to this player to Manchester United, which is quite easily done because the Ten Hag links there, the Van der Sar links there, and to be honest, they're in the same competition as us in the Europa, so it's not one of them where we have much more to offer than United, apart from being in London and the lifestyle, in a sense. But I can't see it, people. I can't see us winning the battle between Arsenal and United for Lisandro Martinez if it came down to a bidding war and it came down to a player's choice and the manager's having to convince the player. I can see him going to United. And that's just the way it is, people, because in this game, in this day and age, we're not that attractive. There's a project that the manager's got to sell to people, and maybe now Jesus coming in, people will look at it and think, right, okay, I wouldn't mind joining this crop of players that is, getting assembled here, which is what we need. But I feel like Tielemans, it's the water's being poured cold on his name. You get me? Still got a year left on his contract, which is fuck all. And we should be going in to get players like Tielemans. He would be a perfect replacement for Granit Xhaka, a player that can more or less be box to box. Obviously, we know he's not so athletic in the sense of he's got energy to burn, but he will do the job coming back to his box, pushing back forward, and he's very creative. He can create from deep in his half. He can pick a pass. He's got a good shot on him. So for 25 million, it's a steal. These men are going to wait till the last day on deadline day to put in a fucking a 15 million pound bid, yeah. And then United's going to come in, or someone else is going to come in, put 20, and they're going to take him. So if that's a player that can add squad depth, quality, Premier League experience, go and sign him. 25 mil. That's fuck all. 25 mil for a midfielder of his quality in this day and age is absolutely pennies. So Arsenal, go and sign Tielemans, because we've already missed the trick on Basuma. So we need to add to that. Fabio Vieira, for me, he looks too lightweight. I don't want to judge him too tough, but he looks too lightweight, and I don't really know enough about him. For me, I feel like he's going to come in and could cover for Odegaard in that 10, or maybe even push out on the wing and play a position on the wing for him. I don't think he's coming in to be that midfielder to play alongside Partey at all. But obviously, what do I know? Arteta might put him there. Arteta might, he surprises all of us people. But there is one player that I do feel like we should be linked to. I do feel like we should be going in for, and that is Richarlison of Everton, because it looks like Tottenham want him. It looks like 9 out of 10 he will be going to Tottenham, but we should be rivaling Tottenham for his signature, especially now we've missed out on Raphinha. He fits their mold. He's Brazilian. He's young. He's hungry. He's tall. He's got a good head on him. And to be fair, it's one of them situations. It'd be a good plan B. We could play him on the left. We could play him on the right. We could play him in the center, and that Brazilian connection will still be going on. You might want to play with Jesus and Martinelli and Gabriel and these kind of players. What's the harm in going in and trying to get him? Because Tottenham, they are looking like they're buying players that are going to add serious quality, not world beaters, but players that are going to improve their team dramatically. Because Basuma, who's been cleared of all his charges, by the way, people, he's going to definitely add much needed quality to their midfield and depth. Being in the Champions League, they're going to need depth, and that's what he's going to add. And this is what Arsenal needs to do. We need to start moving vigilant in the market, and we need to start just getting players through the door that need to get through the door. The players that like Fabio Vieira and this, that, and the other, they could come in secondary, get what we need first, and get it done. Arsenal. But people, again, make sure you smash a like on the video. Make sure you comment below. Tell me if you fancy Richarlison at Arsenal or an Ivan Toney. He's another player that I would opt in for as a plan B, because I feel like we definitely need a plan B striker. Jesus is good, but he's not a 20-goal striker a season. He's not a killer. Being in a City team that's creating bare chances, if he was, he would have been bagging more goals than 8. But wish him the best, and I hope he can come here, be that number 9, and take that responsibility and annihilate it. But when shit is going against us and we can't break teams down, and it's just an awkward night at the office, we need a plan B. We need a strong physical striker that can knock the head in. For me, Richarlison could come in as a plan B. He's good in the air. He's good physical strength about him, and he's got an arsehole about him, where Ivan Toney, likewise, could come in and fit that role as well, because he's pretty much an all-round player. He can do it all. He's got good size as well, people. But hopefully Arsenal Football Club can just get Lisandro Martinez over the line and bring in a few more signings so we can get to pre-season in a good place as a fan base, as a club, and just start the season well, man, because I want to see us win that Europa League this year, people. But big up and peace out.